Yep. There we go. If you want, I'll send you an invite so you can look at qualifying early. Yep. And it reports that a 30.6 is probably going to be in qualifying. There's two people with 30.6s, so pole is going to be Georgia Dog. They're tied for pole. There's a tie for pole. Georgia Boy and Cowboys, they're tied for pole, but Georgia Boy. Nah, Georgia Dog and Cowboys are tied for pole. I'm not even joking. 30.665, 30.665, so it's in the milliseconds. Fourth. Irish qualified fourth. I told you earlier that Georgia. I think I said in the podcast that fifth, seventh is gonna be Fast Racer. Eighth is gonna be B13. Ninth is gonna be Savage, and rounding out your top 10 is gonna be the Hot Ones. Notable playoff drivers who did not qualify into the top 10. Lee qualified 16th. Spartans qualified 13th. That was my pick. I know, but he's my pick. Lost qualified 12th, so he is here tonight. So my pick for tonight is going to be Cowboys. Spartans is my underdog. Yep, I'm going with Cowboys. I think he gets back to back. Yep. Exactly how I feel. Oh damn, I don't even have enough like credits to even like get screen time for someone. That sucks. I didn't waste them. I just used them wisely, alright? You know, you should use that. I wasted them using the podcast, but now you gotta do it. Who did I pay for? Who did I pay for? Who did I pay for? God, dude. Do I have to check back on the playback? I guarantee you it was. Yeah, no. Now you get to show Irish the first half of this race. Yes. Yes, that's how it works. I paid for it. Alright? I get my money back. Wow. I'm a fraud. 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 I need fraud protection. Oh yeah, you want to do a race breakdown? So tonight, fuel is around 17 laps. It depends on how much you push. You can get out down to 16 as well. It's going to be 39 laps for stage 1, 37 for stage 2, and stage 3 is going to be 52 laps, considering that we run 4 laps under caution, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be fun. It seems like we're going to have a lot of pit stops tonight. And mhm. It's definitely gonna be fun to watch. I'm just hoping for a good race tonight. I mean, Vegas can bring mixed results, especially with how draft reliant it is. I feel like. I mean, you get huge runs and such, but it should be fun. As long as they keep it clean, it's gonna be very tight. We're gonna see some three rivals in here. All right. Further. Said. Alright, let's get into this one. I don't think EXO is EXO racing tonight? I didn't see him in the lobby. EXO, are you in the field? Alright. He arrived late. He said that to me. He gave me the setup. I'm disappointed. I curse you for that on Saturday. You know, I had a rough night because of it. And yeah. Oh, well, duh! I always run my controller. I don't wanna. That crap is exhausting, to say the least. I can't run that for like 150 laps. I was already getting worn out by Woo for 40. That was only 20. Of the season. Cowboys on the outside. Yeah, it might have been Mets, but 9 cars clear. I was gonna say. Yeah, 1644 gonna get a run here, and they'll probably be able to clear this 9 car out of turn 3 and 4. Because the outside lane here, if they get the run off, a little jittery from my point of view. But here we go on the outside lane. Can the 44 go into 1 and 2? They have a high lane and a bottom lane is distinct here, and I think the 44 is gonna be able to clear him out of 1 and 2. There's almost 4 wide back there. Yeah, we look in front as well. They're almost 3 wide with B13 in the middle. Ironman, the 5 car of T-Stone, another one of those sub-drivers, as the 44 of Cowboys takes over the lead, heading into 1 and 2. And Irish is going to make a move with T-Stone. Here we go, battle for the lead again. Irish on the bottom. 44 Cowboy. Here they go. They might go 3 wide out of 3 and 4. Yes, here we go. T-Stone on the bottom. A sub-driver with his teammate, the 9 car of Georgia Dog. So those two are going to work together. Oh, they're almost 4 wide here as the 16 makes a little bit of contact with B13 as Cowboy's going to let up. Can the 5 car clear? 44 off the exit. He does not. Ironman on the apron. The 3 wide's still back there. I will say, who's moving through the field right now? Lost. One of those guys who was on a hot streak before, I think it was the last race in that round. He was on a hot streak, remember. He finished second both those races, but now he's back and ready to make it into the Final 4 here. I was going to say, the 43 is also moving with that top lane. They have a momentum here. And the 9 car has dropped back. He's just dropping farther and farther back as he's stuck on the inside lane. Let's see. Oh, 3 wide for the lead. Here we goes B13 in the middle lane. Does he get help? So the 5 car, T-Stone. He does not have help. I was gonna say, and sadly, Sterling almost into the wall, but T-Stone takes over the lead officially. 9 car of Georgia falls right behind Impact back here, so Georgia went from pole all the way outside the top 10 right now. That's just how quickly it can change as 8 car of Savage slides in front of Sterling there to take over 3rd place in the high lane. Here comes Savage in the middle. Ooh, Savage got to run here. He's going to go for the middle. T-Stone likes running that middle lane. Cowboys is committed. He's committed to the high lane. I will say that right now. I feel like I haven't seen him move off that high lane this race so far. Here comes Sterlo in the middle. Ooh, 27 gets loose back there. Yeah, the 27 got loose. And that's going to be the 27th opportunity. Duke Prime got loose underneath someone and wrecked. So that's going to be one car incident. Presumably not a caution. And as we look up front, still a great battle between the cars up there. They've double filed. Yep. Ooh, someone got loose in there. Stacked up the field back there. There's a 20 car. Also got loose. That's also another sub. Big Sean in the 20 car tonight. Just chilling, hanging around. 47 is also a sub. R. Crowdy, who's going to be next year. He's going to be a full-time driver. I don't need you judging my names. I will call them, and they will complain later after the stream. Oh, 47 in that wall. Does not come down, and that spreads out the field. $21 with 77 emits involved. Yes. 47 Crowdy, yeah. Yep. Trying to get back up to the lead. I don't know either, because I was able to get a good point of view in it. This opens the door. Doesn't really, because I still have to pit one more time. Every stage is going to be pit stops. We'll see. Yeah, no, Sterlo took over second at the line. So Sterlo up from his starting position. I think he started around 4th or 5th. Yep. So great. T-Stone has moved up, yeah. Some greedy kids. They want to go into the Halloween bag. Yeah, that's exactly how it'd feel. I mean, if we do, I already know who would do it. But let me get up there. Yeah, no, that's not Lost. That is Savage. The hot one sitting in 6th. 7th place can be Fast Racer, then Cowboys, then Georgia, then Spartans. That rounds out your top 10. I haven't seen anyone pull away yet. It's still very early, and it's a pack race, especially at Vegas, especially with the draft and these new cars. They're coming to choose time this time by. It'll be fun to watch the selections over here. We'll start to fix it. So Sterling's gonna have the help of Savage and the hot ones on the top, with Cowboys also up there. Notable drivers on the bottom: Irish, the leader, of course, of T-Stone, and Impact. Another one of those guys. Let's see how this restart gets going. It's gonna be a fun one. Go on board with Sterlo. It's not good for Installable as they get a restart. 5 gets a good jump. He's doing a Kyle Busch restart by Installable. Yeah, he's just on. He did barely make it, but as we look up front, 5 car of T-Stone being pushed by B13. How long does B13 as Sterlo gets the run on the top lane? Watch this. He's gonna just get stuck there actually as he gets helped by Savage. Top lane got the momentum here as T-Stone's going to try to block it, potentially heading into 1 and 2. If Sterlo can stay on the corner pin of the 5 coming off, he can get there. He's going to try to get there. Ooh, they're 4 wide. Also for, I think that's around 5th place. Currently Fast Racer, Cowboys, and the 8-16 of the Irish. Still 3 wide between the hot ones, Cowboys. Cowboys stuck in the bottom lane. Not in his preferred line right now. You know he likes to run that high lane. As T-Stone has took over the lead commandingly. Gonna say as T-Stone's gonna slide up. Here we go. Does Sterlo make a move or does he continue to push that leader? He's gonna make a move. Here we go. Sterlo making a bass for the lead. Potentially if he doesn't slide up. Savage gets in front of Irish. I would say he has a great car right now. I mean, to be able to do that, especially on a car who has a huge run like that, is impressive. As the hot ones is trying not to give it. And is he going to clear it? Yep, he just officially cleared the 31. Back up to 6th place, currently right behind Irish. And you know he's not going to sit back here for a while. Oh, contact between the 8 and the 16. Oh, and that's going to slow up Cowboys. It's going to get the 31 as outside again with Iron Man right behind him. Fast Racer, the hot ones, and Lost. Another one of those playoff contenders. Benefiting from that. And the 22 of... The 22 as well of Lee. Brain fart. GS Racing. Someone who's sneakily moving his way through the field is GS Racing on the top lane, following Lost and Lee, also right behind him. Top lane is rolling right now as Cowboy continues to fall due to draft. It's starting to look like a little bit of a breakaway in that front pack. a little bit of gap now. As they continue to battle up here, so I don't think they'll lose it for that long. I think they just caught him back in one corner. Now it's up to Fast Racer. I was gonna say. Here comes Irish with a huge run on the bottom lane on B13. As gonna send it in there. Gonna try to use the draft from Savage and Sterlo. Sterlo gets to the inside of T-Stone for the lead. Someone's on pit road. Loss is pitting early. Yep. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, 31 gets loose. Saves it. Oh, baby. Savage takes over second. As Savage takes over second, T-Stone still your leader as he gets tied off of 3 and 4. Here comes Savage with a huge run here. He has the help of Sterlo. And Savage clears. He clears the 5 car. T-Stone coming in 1. As Sterlo also clears the 5 car. Yeah, 2 cars just passed him in 1 corner. 2 for 1. I would do 2 tires. I feel like, remember, it's 3x leader. Yeah, 20. That's the 12 and the 14 coming down pit road, if I'm not mistaken. The 14 of Dark Spartans, so 2 playoff drivers. Oh, I forget. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Spartans. Yeah, Trent earned it. Here comes B13. Yep. So that is 3. That's 2 playoff drivers already pitting early on. Betson's good, having a good battle back there. Bad Omens on pit road. The lead pack still, though, is a huge group as EXO and Impact trying to hang on to the lead pack. Yes, that is Silent Kings holding on. Yep, I was going to say. He's coming down pit road this time by. God, dude, I know, but like I can't sit on your channel while also trying to get laps. I want to curse EXO. Oh, he heard me on stream. But EXO, you heard that. EXO, you heard that. You're racing, good luck, but I am going to curse you later on in this race if I get enough points. Yeah, but oh, Savage hard into the wall. Savage hit that wall hard. Maybe some damage on his front end. It did, and here comes EXO. EXO and Lee as they push Fast Racer. Ooh, GS gets loose. They're coming down pit road. Everyone down pit road this time by. And EXO. Watch out. I don't think there was a speeding by any of these guys who just came in. They should be good on fuel as well, if I'm not mistaken. They're coming down this. EXO and Irish coming down pit road. All 4 of these guys who came out late coming down this time by. Oh, EXO! Contact! Oh, they almost wrecked. There was almost a wreck there. Axel got into the 31. Luckily, they saved it. Yes. I got a question. Did they take tires? So I got a point of view. They took right sides. Impact took right side tires. He is currently sitting in 6th place, rotating around. They should come out as the leaders. Yeah, but look at this. Here comes the lead group. Yeah, they almost made some contact as EXO. So we're expecting they only took right side tires from all these guys who were coming out earlier. So EXO comes out in 3rd. As your leader is going to be Ironman. Playoff driver. He needs these stage points. Hey. I got good points for our team last week as well. I'm sad that he couldn't. He was on vacation. I know. I wish it did count for him. We would have advanced too. We'd have been tied for the deadline. Yeah, oh, Impact, here we go. This will get an opening to EXO. I was going to say, this is an opening to EXO, but I will tell you this. The number one thing, it's hard to pass, especially when there's only 2 to 3 cars in a pack. When you don't have help, it's really hard to pass at this track, I feel like. I want to look, how good are fresh tires? Now, these guys behind him, I'm presuming they took 4 tires. What's the difference between 2 tires and 4 tires? They might have another pit stop here. I don't think we're done with pit stops if you pit it early. Oh, never mind, never mind. I read 25 out of 39. It's 5 to go. EXO making a move for 2nd. Look at B13. He is flying. He probably took 4 tires. So he's going to probably fly by these guys right here as he takes the outside lane here. Impact is all over that 12 car. 4 to go. There's a huge pack. Ironman just trying to hold on. He wants the stage points. There's a huge pack. Here we go, 3 wide for 2nd. Oh, contact between EXO and the 6 car B13 as B13 holds on with only 3 to go in stage number 1. Can Ironman hold on, or will B13 win stage number 1? Ironman does not want to lose it. Yeah. I think B13's got it. Yeah, he's gone. Ironman's going to try to look out. That 2nd pack is coming, and they're on fresh tires. It's going to get tight here as we come into white flag for stage number 1. Interesting. Here comes Impact. Coming to white flag for stage number 1. Can B13 win the stage? Out of the sea, there's a huge flying pack. Look at T-Stone here. White flag for stage number 1. 3 wide for 3rd place. They're sliding up. Here we go. Ironman on the top. He's going to try to hold on. I don't think he's going to get it. B13 coming to the line. Savage takes 4th. Ironman in 2nd. Yeah, Jeff. Yes, and Impact also, before, I think he also had a good run there as well, so he was able to get some good stage points. He finished third, I think, in that stage. He finished fifth. Seventh. I think something happened very early on between him and another driver. Could be wrong. Here we go at the start of stage number 2. Should be my... Yep. 2 pit stops, and EXO going to be challenging for the lead immediately as Ironman now. We should have 2. I don't know. I mean, someone will try it. But here we go. Ironman. It is. Ironman on fresh tires now. Ooh, that slows up the field as Irish gets held up. So Starlo's going to try to capitalize on that in the bottom lane with a fast racer. Oh, wreck! Huge wreck! Impact! Oh my god! Oh, 5-car around. 5-car. Oh no! Huge wreck. Oh my god. Irish involved. GS Racing involved. As they race back to the line, you know this helps? This helps Insoluble. He was on 20th place back in the rear of the field. Now he gets an opportunity to start inside the 10. I was going to say, he gets a chance now. Clean air up front. What could go wrong? Yeah, but that knocks the hot ones back here. Cowboys back in the rear of the field. A lot of good cars. It's going to be fun to watch them drive through the field again. EXO drop into the rear of the field. So EXO gets the rear of the field. He took full strike for it, so EXO's going to be starting the rear of the field as well as Lee. So Lee Holloway, another one of those playoff drivers, GS Racing, they're all got affected by that wreck. But, yes. I want to see how much damage these front runners have, especially the top 5, if they have any. Fast Racer's out. It was 1 lap. Yep, Ironman, one of his playoff drivers too, calls himself Wash for some reason, sitting in 2nd place. You're good. You have a good reason. There's a good reason why we call you Wash now. Yeah. Oh. Is that? Yeah, that is true. R. Crowdy, a sub, is sitting in 3rd place. Rowdy. It's R. I don't include the C. I don't include the C. Why? Why does he have a C in his name? R. Crowdy. Crowdy. Alright. Rowdy. Rowdy sitting in 3rd place in that 47. I'm gonna continue to say that throughout the night. I'm gonna forget. I will dodge. Oh, well, shite. I I can't dodge that. All right, so back to what we were back to our regular search program. Iron Man has looked strong tonight. I will say that right now. He's one of those guys who says he's washed, but he's not. I expect him, if he can get in clean air, I expect him to lead a decent amount of laps. I think beat 13 as well is very strong as well. I think beat 13, he's strong at Vegas. I've seen him yesterday. Great restart by Fast Racer. Great restart by Fast Racer in the 47. They get a huge jump on the outside lane, and Savage did not get going. So Savage and Solable capitalizes that, currently sitting in 7th place right behind Sterlo. So he likes that track position currently. As you see Iron Man trying to go for that bottom lane, trying to capitalize on the restart as it's 47. Oh. Yes, you see the battle for the lead as Iron Man trying to use that bottom line, trying to rip around that white line as he cannot hold it, as the 47 see up in top lane, as well as Sterlo trying to make some moves up here. So Sterlo trying to make his way up inside the top 5 again, currently sitting in the second to bottom lane, second on the bottom lane. The 47, like the, like his, oh, someone hit him! Through the pits! Through the pits! Does he keep his foot in it? Ah, it does not. I think there was a time where someone actually kept their foot in it when they were down the pits and caused a huge wreck. I don't know what track it was. In like real life NASCAR. They got sent down the pits and just full throttle at Daytona. I don't think he did. I didn't see any contact between them, but I may be mistaken. I will tell you right now, the 44 and the 47 are teammates, and they're committed to wrapping that high lane at times during this race. I want to see if Sterlo decides to wrap that high lane as well. Oh, A-Car hits the apron, slides up. Here comes Lost. Capitalize. Lost in the 4-car Silent Kings. And Georgia Dog trying to follow through there as well. So Sterlo is showing up tonight. He said, I need to move up the power rankings again, as he currently sits in 2nd place. He doesn't want to sit in 4th for that long in the power rankings after dominating the regular season. So I expect him, as well as he's had a rough playoff so far, he expects to win a race or two, lock himself into the Final Four. You know, Iron Man also, he's another one of those guys that wants to lock himself in. If any of these playoff guys lock themselves in, that's going to be a huge relief on them, as points I feel like this round are going to be very tight, especially between the top 4. I'd rather get a win, lock yourself in, and don't worry about it. That's just my opinion. Yeah, definitely. As we're coming to 25 to go for stage number 2. Top 3 are in a blanket by Fast Racer. Ooh. Yeah, I see him slow up as Irish in the mix of the pack right behind Lee and Georgia Dog on the top lane, as Insalaba has continued to fall back in this field. Right now, he's just sitting outside the top 10 with Irish in them. Oh, Ironman gets loose as Sterlo in the 6-car B13 are going to get a run here. Not be able to capitalize on it as Ironman held on to it. I will say top 4 now is lost. He's gone up into his battle now. So 3 playoff drivers inside the top 5. That's what we like to see, as besides them, another contender that we didn't see earlier tonight is Silent Kings. He's having an impressive run, sitting currently in 6th place. Oh! No, I don't think that is. Is that? Let me go back there. It looked like Dude Prime was involved. It was Cowboys. That is interesting. Caution is out. Uh-oh. Yes, and I don't think they're gonna hold a lap here because I think someone took obvious. Just got loose. I will say the people who took 2 tires there. Who took 2 tires on that pit stop there? I remember. I think it. Our Crowdy benefited. He benefited massively. Rowdy! Unsolvable's staying out. Got it. I guess. Okay. He came in here? Alright, Rowdy. Okay. Okay, buddy. Alright, Buckaroo. Alright, I'm gonna intentionally mess it up now. I had a rivalry. Now, Rowdy, I apologize. Yeah, I'll presumably fall outside the top 20 because there's a lot of cars. But how many cars pit with him? That's a question. Does every single... I feel like we're gonna have a lot of cars pit with him. I remember yesterday when we did the NX, like, I think it was, I don't know what day it was, but I remember everyone came down pit road. I think it was last week. Yes, I was gonna say it gives the lead to the 18 as 1 car stays out. Impact. So Insolable has to go to the longest line, which is AKA behind the 42. So everyone will be behind the 42 on this restart. It'll be a single file basically. What the hell? Did he miss the pit injures? I mean, it works out. So I don't think they have a choose. And they have to catch up as well. He's starting. Also, Oh, X on the wall. I told you who to watch. Screen time as was Insoluble currently sitting in second. Ironman making a move on Insoluble. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch as Ironman gets a good lost on the outside lane, followed by Rowdy. So the 47 came out currently. Yes, I did. As Insoluble drops off a little bit, slows up the field behind him. He's probably presumably saving. Want to see how long he can hold up as the 41 lost on the fresh tires and Ironman as well. I cursed him. I'm sorry, Insoluble. I had to give it to someone. And you're gonna be the first one tonight. Someone else will get the curse tonight. I won't say who. Alright, here they go, still battling. Up front though, is the 42 of Impact still in front? Oh, Loss is pitting. Oh, wait, is he? Is he pitting? No. No. Ironman making a move for the pass for the lead as Impact is on older tires, if you don't remember. He didn't pit. Or technically he did pit, but it was a lap earlier. So I want to see, do they have to pit still? I know you said they're good on fuel, but you still do have to fuel save a little bit. Yep, definitely. I think I have a point of view on him. He's saving. So Ironman lost Rowdy. I'm sorry, okay? What do you expect me to do? I thought he was gonna... I didn't expect him to do that right away, alright? I didn't expect him to be Irish right away, alright? He's becoming Irish. Impact and Ironman battling as Lost on the outside lane as Impact still leading on these older tires, 1 lap older tires. But he's not going to be fuel saving. He's going to be a lap short no matter what. You see Impact, Lost battling right here for first place. Lost on the preferred higher lane, especially later in the run. I feel like the higher lane gets better as the draft gets stronger, as the pack jumbles up. So Impact still holding on to the lead as we come to... Ooh, someone in the wall. Rowdy in the wall. I think Lost is currently in your transfer spot over Sterlo. So, Sterlo got stage 1 points. We know that. I think Sterlo is currently in the transfer spot. Who? No. No, 41, 42. Ooh, Impact gets some contact. Here comes the 4 car. 4 car's having a strong night. As I look on the ticker, $11 to go. Oh, Impact in that wall. They're gonna go 3 wide, entering 3 and 4. Early pit stop. They have 10 to go when they cross the line. He is massively slowed up. He is super slow right now. He's got major damage. There's no other way. He backed it up massively. He only has 1% aero. He didn't get damage. Yeah, and I can already tell you that some cars in the rear of the field are saving. Really are. If you want to go back there, GS Racing, I saw him saving, but he was 1 lap short. 1 lap short the last time I checked. Right behind him. I will say, Impact has a chance. I don't know if he's known for fuel saving, but he has a chance to make it. Impact is fuel saving. He's currently sitting 17th. 3 wide. Sterlo. I will tell you, there's also a guy ahead of them as Rowdy and the 4 car, who's Silent King's having a strong run. I know they're fuel saving as he tags the wall. As soon as I talk about him. Exactly, as soon as I say something. I'm gonna be watching Impact here. He can fuel save, and he's currently ahead of those guys who were fuel saving early on in the stage. We will see. Oh, 4 car slides off. 47 is gonna run the high lane. And 47, watch a run. Oh, they're stacking up. Okay. Alright, so I just saw that Impact just got passed by those fuel savers. So Impact is not going to finish ahead of Insolable. It's going to be fun to watch those guys. How many cars are going to go a lap down here because of this strategy by these drivers? Oh, Irish gets loose! Something happened! Irish got loose or something! He checked up massively. There was almost a wreck here. They saved it, luckily. I will say, Spartans is close. Spartans is on 4 laps now. If he just saves a little bit, I think he could win the stage. He's not gonna sputter. So, 4 laps to go. Spartans is running out, entering 1 and 2, so he's gonna have to massively fuel save. We're gonna be watching this. We need to watch Spartans and Insolable right now. Those are gonna be the ones to watch, unless a caution comes out and spoils their plan. He has a... Yes, and that would be helpful. He needs to pass Spartans as well, because Spartans is fuel saving, and I will continue to say that. I'm going to be watching those two. How close do those two get together here? As Spartans has to shift to neutral a lot, so we're going to see how much time he loses to Insolable. Remember, Iron Man's a fuel saver. Remember, Iron Man is a fuel saver as well. He's a fuel saving... Iron Man going in. Ooh. 2 to go for stage number 2. So we're looking at this. Coming to white flag for stage number 1. This is white flag. Who runs out of gas? We see the 41 have lost out of gas. He's going to run out on the backstretch. Oh! 14 sputters! Here comes Insolable! Dude, Prime following Insolable here. Insoluble runs out. He had lead, but then lost it out of 4. A lot of them. A lot of cars are a lap down, and this is a tragedy because we didn't expect. Is it? Spartans 6th, Lee 7th, Cowboys 8th. Mets is 14th. Look at Mets go. What a champ. That is a huge playoff contender. I think it's going to go multiple cars lap down. I mean, Loss was in that group. He ran out of gas on lap. Georgia Dog, he could potentially be a lap down now. And also B13 gained a spot on pit road. As they are underway for stage number 3, we're going to have... I'm thinking 3.5. I'm thinking 3. 52 to go for stage number 3. Hey, make sure you use my 5 remaining laps right now. I'm salty about that. You cut off my laps, curse them again. A wasp? Well, anyway. God, dude. Stay safe. Iron Man. As Iron Man and Sterla battle for the lead. I don't see him. Oh, Mr. Spartans. He stayed on the lead lap there. Mr. Spartans. I don't care. Woo! Here comes 16 of Irish. Gonna dive it on in the bottom lane. Slides up. Almost makes contact with Sterlo. And here comes B13 and Spartans on the top lane with Lee Holloway. Another playoff driver. He's also looking to get some good stage points here. Impact. Oh, 8 car of Savage around. Flipping barrel rolling. What is happening in the background? There's a huge wreck in the back. Oh my God, the whole field. Back half of the field is gone. Battle for the lead though. He's going to be lead the group back to the yellow line. Here we go, back to the line. Irish wins the race back as Sterlo takes over second and B13 in third with Iron Man in fourth. And then the 14 finishes fifth for the stage for that race back. Wow, Commando. Damn, son. Quick, too. Yeah, hunter skills? Shit. Oh. I mean, shit, you got him quick. Yep. Who's getting that lap back? Do Prime? No. Yeah, that's Do Prime getting his lap back. There's a lot of cars involved in that wreck. What is Savage doing? There's 2 cars taking that back. Are they doing it on the Shoots Con? 2 playoff drivers getting their lap back. The Hot Ones and Savage trying to get their lap backs, but they're stopping. No, they're stopping on the backstretch. They're stuck a lap down. Guarantee they come down this time by, which is gonna be the funniest shit ever. He already got passed. Are those all lap cars in front of the 18? Oh, Squid stays out. I don't know. Who's the leader? Is Squid on the lead lap? Is Squid on the lead lap? I don't know. I don't think he is. No, he's not. Squid is getting his lap back too. Squid is. Me neither. It's mind tricks, man. Mind tricks by the drivers out here. I think serving cone is officially retired. Choose cone. EXO did as well. Well, there goes Savage. I guess Savage gets his lap back since everyone pitted. What the? No, he's being called back. I think EXO's also a lap down. Top 4. Oh, no, not playoff drivers. I was going to say that. Sterlo and Ironman decide to take the top lane. Yep, GS Racing inside the top 10 for the first time tonight. He had a good stage 1 for fuel saving, and then stage 2 he didn't have much luck early on. But now inside the top 10, this gives him an opportunity to presumably get a good finish here if he can hold on to it. I don't think we're going to stay green here. I think we're going to have another caution here. Just my opinion. I don't want this to become a fuel saving race. Dew Prime is on pit road, presumably quit. He's out of the race. And they are underway. Iris gets a good jump as Lee Holloway, another playoff driver, trying to follow him through. As Ironman and Serlo on the top lane did not get a good jump as Impact goes up to the third lane. Is going to get swallowed up by Lost and them back there. Oh, Lee in the wall. Stacks up Sterlo. Boo! Meds is the #1 driver in my power rankings currently. Just so everyone knows. He will be #1 for the memes. So Serlo, Irish, yeah, sit off your throne. Here comes Ironman, a good run on GS Racing, who got up to 3rd place here. GS had a good restart here. He's up to 3rd after that checkup from the leaders. Yeah, so he's sitting comfortably in 4th place, having a great run as the Cowboys and Spartans battle for 6th place back there. The top 4 are pretty much single file. I feel like it's going to be a patient game here. Yep, definitely. So B13, he looks, if he can, I know he did, I think he fuel saved a little bit last stage, but it looks like he's going to be the strong car for tonight. If very quick as well. He got involved in a wreck and just... He's battling back here with the hot ones, Georgia in the 20 car. Yep. This would not be my type of race. I hate fuel saving, and I'm on controller, so this would be drooling for me. I would hate this type of race. I'd get lapped down and everything. It'd be painful. I don't know though. Would I? Yeah, I would. Yep, definitely. Spartans is dropping. He got passed by Cowboys and Impact, and now you see the top 5. Sterling's got in front of GS Racing. Or has someone moved up? No, he got passed by Sterlo. Got around GS Racing, so Sterlo up to 4th place, trying to make some moves on the Ironman here. Heading to 1 and 2 on the bottom lane. Trying to rip around that white line. Side drafting. Here comes Impact on the top lane. What a huge run here. Cowboys and Impact here. Do they help their teammate on the bottom lane? Cowboys does go to the bottom lane. Impact decides to stay on the top where the momentum is. As Ironman and GS Racing battle for 3rd places. Irish got a huge run through there. Ooh, a little bit caught in the wall. The Cowboys last week's winner, trying to go back to back for his first time. As Irish and B13 gonna battle here. I know B13 is strong at this track. Oh, just racing in the wall there. He's gonna lose a lot of time. Stacks up a little bit. He doesn't really stack up the field, but he does lose a lot of time as Fast Racer sticks behind him. So Sterlo and Impact. They're 3 wide, 2 rows deep up there. Look at the battles up here. A lot of good battling as you see 3rd and 4th also battling between Ironman and Sterlo. And 4th place. He does clear him. Does he slide up? Does B13 get the run here? Look for the run. Draft. And then you see GS Racing also on the top of the 3 wide back there for around 6th place. Lost, and I think that's another car back there. They're also battling. Will they get a huge run here coming down the backstretch? Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know how I feel about this, because I feel like the 8 car, the 5 car, I feel like would, I know you said earlier, but the 5 car really showed up in stage number 1 and hasn't been the since, but it is mid-pack. I feel like in traffic, your car handles differently. Especially when you have to check out for other drivers. Oh, 14 hard into the wall. Early pit stop. 7 laps of fuel. Yeah, I was gonna say. Remember, he can try anything at this point. So he's gonna try a strategy. Yes. And it's just because of that DQ, right? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Another person down pit road. The 44th Cowboys. we go, GS Racing. Irish still leading with Sterler right behind him. The top two all season, currently 1-2 in our first round 10 playoff race. And Ironman, GS Racing, so top four are playoff drivers. Tops. Yeah, and sixth place is also. There's also sixth place is also a playoff driver and lost, and then you see Lee Holloway currently sitting back in around ninth, also a playoff driver. Oh, 42 coming down pit road, or got loose. I think he got loose there. Someone is pitting. 55, a fast racer. Oh, fast, almost slides up into the track. He does. He spins. Oh, savage. 45. Oh no. Let me race back. This doesn't benefit the people who pitted early. They're gonna be stuck a lap down. As Ironman, here we go, coming in 1, 3, and 4. Irish still leading with Sterler right behind him. As GS Racing takes over third, Ironman getting loose or something. Something's happening, Ironman. Yep. Third. Yes, I was gonna say. I will say this is on the edge of their pit run, so they're gonna have to they're gonna have to coast it to the. Ooh. Well. Who was it? Do we have a number? I think it was Silent. Silent has left the race, so it might have been Silent Kings. I just saw him disappear. So, who does this help? Sterling Irish. I will be right back. B13 strat of hitting early is not going to work out for him, presumably, if he's lapped down. I see the hot ones, Witt getting their lap back here. So Georgia Dog, EXO, they were involved in that 55 of Fast Racer Cowboys. All were down pit road at the time of the caution. So that shuffled B13 all the way in the rear. Savage, I think, is still a lap down. The Impact's gonna actually decide to choose the top lane. Wait. Okay. What's happened to Sterling? Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I don't know. Do we have a point of view on the 43? He is... Okay, he's just now getting going. So he either had to stop or do something. Irish, though, still your leader when we go to green. Does this cut out the second pit stop here? Are we going to have 2 more pit stops? Oh, here comes Sterlo. Ooh. Hits lost. Someone's on pit road. No, they are not going green this time. We see Savage back down pit road. It's to go. 1 pit stop. And thus we have a caution. I believe we'll... Yep. Insoluble is either ghosted or dropping back to the rear. Do you have an explanation of why? I don't know. We'll find out later in the chats if he's screaming. Alright, here we go. Irish, your leader, right beside Laws. Yep. You call it. It's your job. You get paid for it. Oh, 12 car gets loose. Gonna say 41 also he's also gonna be able to clear that 42 of impact. So 41 have lost up to 3rd place, having a great run for himself. We said earlier he was strong in the round of 10 or round of 16. He's strong in the round of 10 as well. You know he's trying to lock himself the top 3. Oh, is that Lee? No, that's Lee. Lee in the wall. T-Stone, watch out. What happened to T-Stone? T-Stone's off the pace massively. He's going to get lapped here. So he had to stay off the track. Yep, that's sad to see as we see Savage on fresh tires also lapped down. He's flying through the field right now. Ironman has dropped off. I think he's either dropped off because of pace or probably a little bit of fuel saving. I think it's both. It's Spartans. But still, top 4. Top 3 are playoff drivers. 5th place is the next guy in GS Racing. And 6th place to be Spartan. 7th place to be the 47 of Rowdy. Ooh, GS Racing gets tight to that wall. I was gonna say, but also the four. Ooh, someone get loose behind him. Oh, wreck in the back. Someone wrecked. That's Lee. I think that was a single car incident. I know he got turned, but that was a single car wreck. We'll see the race back here. Remember, this is the race back. We're going to count this as a race back if there's a caution. Here they go. Out of 3 and 4. Let's see if they slow it down here. No caution is called. 43 takes over the lead. 41 pushing him through. As you see, I think there's another car that's migrated. The 10 car of GS Racing teammates, the 10 to 41. Look at those Haas boys on the bottom lane. Haas on the bottom lane, just carrying that bottom lane right now. Carrying Sterlo as they Sterlo tries to carry up to the top lane. Can't speak right now. I will say there's also another pack or another guy that I expect to be up here. Savage on fresher tires is probably helping him out as well. Serving Cone, another one of those strong guys. Battle for the lead still as Sterlo able to get in front of Lost as Irish is alone on that top lane. He does not have help. 42, yep. Ironman's gonna follow the 42. Oh, they're pitting! They're pitting! Early! Early pitters! Here they go, battle for the lead. Spartans on the top, and Irish and Spartans on the top. Sterlo and Lost on the bottom as GS Racing decides to go to the bottom as well. As yes, I was gonna say the Haas boys are running good tonight. All inside the top 5 currently. 3 of them at least. I don't know if they have. I think they only have 3. Yeah, we saw him run up front earlier tonight. He was having a great run. I think he lied out or left because of the incident between him and Insoluble. I think that was him who got punted by Insoluble under caution. Poor guy. But this lead is fun to watch. It's just getting dicey. I know, there's 3 wide, 2 rows side by side. Second and third, third and fourth, first, second, fifth and sixth, all side by side. I think they will. Remember, it's 3x wear. No, I meant like tire-wise. I meant tire-wise. It's 3x wear. Well, it depends. I mean, it can, but the speed they're gonna lose. Oh, Spartans gets loose. You start to get loose, and we see these cars. You already see them getting loose here. Spartans, we already saw, almost lost it there. Oh, Savage and Big Sean. Contact. No, there's a help. Help. The hot one's coming down pit road. Oh, Serving goes wide. Jordan Dog. Oh, he passes. Did he speed? He passed the 14 on entry. If he didn't speed, what an impressive run. The fuel window. They have 5 laps of fuel left. I'm trying to get the laps. I'm currently on Irish. Teammates sitting second and third. Rowdy and Sterlo sitting second and third. When do they come down pit road? I think they're going to come down together if Lost doesn't separate them. It's around front 5, yeah. I wouldn't call it 6 at the moment. Five to go. Yeah, it's still to the last 5. Gonna be fun to watch this ending. Here we go, Sterlo down pit road. This time by, here comes the 47, his teammate. We got a lot of... There's also a guy behind him, 20 car, coming down pit road. Is that the 55? Oh, no, that's the 44, right? Is it the 44? No, it's 55. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Savage is a lapper, but he's also pitted the latest out of this group. He pitted... 9 to go. Hoskart Irish by himself. He's on 2 laps of fuel. He might run out. No, he's good on fuel when he pits this time by. 8 to go. Now, here's the one to watch. Where's Insoluble on his fresh tires? How much ground has he made up? Here comes Lee and Impact. They're going to try to get around this 43 of Starla, who's just kind of coming out pit road. Here comes Iron Man. Impact and Lee battling, presumably first place. It's Irish coming down pit road this time by. So now everyone has to unlap themselves. It'll be a good battle here for the win. It'll be tight as well as Lee Holloway. He has a chance to win. Lock himself in. You know he wants to do that. You know he's going to be fighting hard as we come. Look who's coming out pit road. Here comes Lost. He just came out. That's second place right now. Here comes 43 of Sterlo. And Iron Man. Where is Irish? Irish now coming down pit road. Here we go, coming to 1 and 2. Impact is your leader. Behind him is going to be Lost. And here comes Irish just now coming out of pit road. Can he get up to speed quick enough? Does Irish win this race based off of pit strategy? Oh my god. That was a beautiful strategy. On this. Don't count it out. They have draft. He took 2. He took 2 tires. Right sides. Now, I wouldn't count this out. Oh, they get loose. 6 to go. Now, remember, if these guys work together, they can catch him. That's how strong draft is. But if they battle here, like I think they will, they won't catch Irish if they come to 5 to go. Caution cutoff is off. This race is final. So Sterlo sitting in 3rd. Impact sitting in 2nd. He's trying to get his first career win. You know, Sterlo wants him to lock himself in. I mean, Lost, Iron Man, Lee, you know they want wins. They don't want to be fighting for this 4th place points. The gap is shrinking. From the point of view, it's 0.7 now. It is shrinking slowly but surely. 4 to go. Can Impact and them get there as Insoluble is down pit road? Oh. You know he wants to push him. Will they stay steady as they come to 3 to go here? They look like they're working together. Here they go, coming to 3 to go. They got him. Yes, they do have him. My question is, Iron Man just trying to hang on to this group. Look at him struggling back there. The issue is, if you make the move too early, you lose Irish again. Remember that. They aren't on his bumper yet as they finally get to him. 2 to go. Where does he go? Does Impact? Can Impact win his first career race? Can Sterlo lock himself into the next round? Championship 4. Here comes Sterlo on the bottom. And you know, oh, 41 gets the top. Irish still in your lead. Coming to white flag this time by. Can Impact steal it from Irish? Can Sterlo hold on and win? Here we go. Here comes. They might stall him. Yes, I was going to say, will this stall Impact? Here comes Imp. Entering 3 and 4 for the last time. Impact is there. Can Impact get there? Irish gets loose. Irish. And lock himself in. Oh my god, what a move by Irish. He officially locks himself in. And he was my pick during the podcast. He said he wasn't good here. I remember him saying that. Second, Sterlo third. Ironman. What happened? What happened to Lee? What happened to Lee? He's outside the top 10. Was he lapped? Fifth was going to be 6th is Crowdy or out Rowdy. 7th is going to be Serving Cone. Spartans finished 8th. B13 9th. And Fast Racer rounds out your top 10. So, I'm surprised that what's his name? I know T-Stone, but B13, I thought he was gonna drive through the. Who? Starlo. Let me get my homies in here. So good points for the teams, by the way. Great points for the team. Yeah. Hey, Iron Man. How you doing? Yeah, for real. You did good. I mean, top 5 is all you needed, bro. Self-esteem doesn't win you championships. I invited him. Did he not join? Oh. Damn it, Impact. There you are. Nah, turn it up. He turned it off. No. Hey, I'm gonna ask a question. Lost his AFK. Hey, Mets, I asked a question in broadcast channel. Thank you. Alright, so, can I do the first round of interviews? I kinda want to interview. Alright, so finishing 5th, Ironman. You said you're washed. Make sure to include your audio. You're not, by the way. Great run tonight. You were strong all night. I was impressed. You had great speed here. Still a top 5. Great points, by the way. Like Camo said, I think you got the most points tonight. How was your run tonight from your point of view? Oh. I mean, still a great run. I was wondering what happened because we saw you lose 5 to 6 spots just coming down to the race back, and that's what happened. Thanks for telling us. Also, still a great run. Top five. I think you'll probably be the points leader after tonight. So, congrats on your top five. Hopefully, we'll hear from you next week, most likely.
Hey, that's the hope. But if I can walk out here with the points lead, I'll be very excited. But until next week, gentlemen, thank you both for broadcasting. Great job as always. Congrats to Irish on the win.
Thank you, and we're gonna switch over to Camo for fourth place.
All right, in our fourth place finisher, another top five for this 41 car of Lost. You have started out your playoff run very strong, and you're continuing that forward off the first race of round of 10. You started the night above the cut line. I believe you got some decent stage points and a good finish tonight. Going to keep you above it to continue on to the next few weeks. So, how do you take away tonight as you had a very good run, and how do you think you're going to stack out the next 2 weeks following this remainder of the round?
I love these next two tracks. I'm really excited for Talladega. Super smooth has been a strong suit for Outcast this entire season, and I don't think that's going to change at Talladega. But overall, my night was pretty good. I took a really ballsy play in stage two and let it run out of gas. I stayed on the lead lap and outsmarted a lot of the people that got trapped at lap down because of the strategy play. I lost stage points at the end of the day, but I led some laps and I stayed on the lead lap. Let it run out of fuel. Didn't care where I finished really. I just wanted to make sure I stayed on the lead lap, and that's ultimately what happened. But that saved my whole race. I knew if I pitted, I was going to be screwed, and I knew I was going to have to battle and battle and battle and hope and pray for a good caution. And I didn't have to do that because I made a move that I felt was going to be better than anything I could have. It was either short pit and take the fuel early and run that better tires when they were a little less temperature, like how some of those people did. I think that's how Rowdy got back on the lead lap when stage two ended. I think he was ahead of everybody because of that, and also was really aggressive to pit road all night long. But I made a really ballsy play, made it work, and then stage three, I finally set my car up and we were flying. The track changed in between stage two and three a little bit, where it got a little bit tighter, so I had to make a small adjustment. But after that adjustment, I mean, we had a sply in. I don't want to say fast as Xfinity 10G because I'm not a cop out, but um, we made good adjustments and we have a solid car. I felt like if that played out a little differently, we had a chance at the win, but things happened the way they did, and I'm really happy and proud for fourth place. I think GSR finished seventh, maybe. I don't know exactly where he finished, but he still had a good run. And for the team, I think we're in a really good spot moving on to Phoenix next week, which is one of my better tracks. I'm really excited for it. If I remember correctly, I won pole here last year, and I finished top six or something like that. So I'm really excited for next week. I think we're going to have a really good car, and I'm hoping we're going to stay above the cut line, but I'm worried I'm going to be at like fifth or sixth with that really big day from Ironman. But we'll see. Maybe not. But pretty happy with today.
All right, and again, congrats on the next another top five. Looking forward to what you can run in the next few races and to fight your way into that final four. Because right now you are sitting pretty solid in to get in there.
Yep. Oh, by the way, congrats on the win, Irish.
All right, Brent, if you want to take over Sterlo in our P3.
Yep. Okay. So third place, Sterlo. I consider this a rebound week for you. I know you had a bit of a rough round of 10 or round of 16, but you're back on track. I expect you to be here next week. What are your thoughts on the run today? You really had a shot there. Third place, still great run. Great stage points as well. So I think you're gonna be in the top four. What are your thoughts tonight? And what about your playoff points as well?
Hello?
Mike? Yo, Sterlo?
I think he died.
Oh no. Um. We'll get back. We'll get back to him, guys, after a moment of silence. Okay, he is back. All right, make sure to include your audio. Oh man, Like, as as he was saying. Mhm. Bro, well, I expect you to be there, especially since you've been one of the top contenders all season. Good job in your top three. I expect you next week as well. Of course, you usually are in here. Expect another good run at Phoenix. On to Camo for second place.
Right, and 42 of impact. Honestly, a shock tonight. Mooks, we did not see you last week. You did not have the best run here late in the season, but you've had your showouts like we've seen in Bristol Dirt, and I guess here tonight at Vegas, you were one of the front runners tonight. Was not able to get the run down to Irish on the last few laps. You're able to catch him, but not get beside him. So you had to settle for second, but a very, very solid run tonight. A little disappointed you weren't in the playoffs for it. Just try to see where you stack up after, but second place, a good run. You kind of shows you're still up here, able to run with these guys. So, what do you take away from tonight? What do you think you can do moving forward?
Well, by that last statement you made, you just made me feel old.
Damn.
No, I wasn't here last week. I went on vacation for 12 days. I just got back last night. First race back. Vegas is definitely not my favorite track, strong track. I don't even have a setup broke down for it. I did one on the fly during the race. And it's doing pretty good. Going strong. I don't know what stage one. I think I did pretty good. Stage two, I think it was a disaster. And then coming to the end, I pitted early, took two tires, get some more fuel, and car was good. It felt good, but once I caught the Irish, car just got tight. Those last three laps when I got behind him, he just plowed. So couldn't get around him, and I'm not going to wreck you for a win. So it's just the way I race, and settle for second. So on to wherever we go next week, and just try to finish strong this season, and then be ready for the win season.
Yeah, I believe it is Phoenix next week. So
Yeah,
got
that's
some more short
a lot
tracking before the end.
better than Vegas. So no, good race, good team points. I think we did pretty good in points overall for the team. Uh, good win for Irish. He's fast pretty much everywhere we go, and I could catch him there at the end, but I couldn't get around him. And like I said, I'm not going to wreck you for a win, no matter what it is.
All right. So again, good run for you tonight. Congrats on the second place. Look forward to seeing what you can do the next few weeks. And we move
Yep.
to Bryn to take over our leader, our winner on points for fifth of the season.
Um, Right, Irish? Is it your fifth win? I remember you went.
It is.
Yeah, definitely. We talked to you on the podcast this week as well, and I remember in particular I picked you. You said you weren't good at this track, but I picked you, trusting you, and you showed out tonight. Great. Congrats on your win. What were your thoughts on the car? And honestly, it looked fun out there. It looked like a fun race out there as well.
Yeah, it was a blast, especially me and Mr. Early there side by side for that many laps in the third stage. That was pretty dang fun. He had a pusher. I had several different pushers, and just shout out to him for that good clean racing there. Um, there at the end, I ran it dry fuel and managed to take, I guess, a little bit less fuel than everyone else who pitted before me, and knew that two tires does not work on the outside, so I just knew I had to hold that bottom line, know that it was on me, and I was going to be able to
Hold on.
seal that victory. So very very good respectable racing from the top guys tonight. I appreciate it, and
You're on to the final four at Homestead, which I've known you love Homestead, so that's gonna be fun to watch as well. You can just pretty much ease through Phoenix, and I think is it Dega?
yep,
You're
Dega
still.
and Big Bucks across the line.
I know you're gonna try at Phoenix and Dega, but you're pretty much locked in. Congrats on your win. Any more thoughts or shout outs to anybody?
That's all I got. Shout out to the whole ALPM group getting in and practicing before the race. We haven't had a full squad practice in a while, so hopefully we can do it again next week.
Yeah, congrats on your victory. Irish officially locked himself into the final four. We still have three more spots open as we head into Phoenix onto Camo. Close it out.
First lock in of the round of 10 into the final four. It's Irish. We have Phoenix and Dega next, and I believe our point situation looks like Sterlo lost, and I believe Iron Man the current above the line. So we'll see if they can get their races through on Phoenix and Dega. See who joins Irish into the final four at Homestead. Any admins have anything else they want to add? We should be good to go.
Yep. I don't have anything.
Nope, great,
Mets.
great job, guys. Can't wait to go watch it. On track. It was a fun couple of surprise guys, I think. Good racing overall, from what I could tell. I understand upset about the fuel mileage, but a lot of controllers were able to save, so a lot of people were like didn't disable it. It happens. I know there was some issue with the 18 not hitting. That cost people not getting on a lead lap during the wave around rules, but it happens. It was overall a great race. I was very happy with the result. Thank you both for commentating, and congrats to Irish. Locking himself in. All he needs is one start next week to lock himself in the final four, and I'm sure he'll do that. And great job, Iron Man, for the points there.
I'll be here to try and get the 31 and the 8 in the final four too.
Hey, heads.
Not bad.
Mets
All
is.
right. With that, we will see y'all next week at Vegas. Again, congrats to Irish.
I'm putting Mets at number one in the power rankings.